you ain't go. Say less. Say less. Say less. You ain't go. Say less.
I've been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding 85. I've been thinking what you gonna drive. I got anger in my chest, I got millions on my mind.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers will need to be on top of their game if they want to come away with win number 9 on the season. It's the Browns going up against the Chargers.
Okay, Larry, we are a little less than 20 miles from downtown Los Angeles at the StubHub Center in Carson. I'll tell you, you wouldn't think 30,000 people could make this noise. That's half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but this is no normal crowd. They are ready to go as their Chargers get set to match up. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line with the Cleveland Browns. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have you ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
10 yards still left on second down. From the gun, Rivers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Benjamin, the man in motion left. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He gets away, and the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be fourth down. On to punt, Drew Kaiser, second-year man from Texas A&M. Back deep to return it is Lucky Whitehead. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And tough starting field position here. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
Well, add that play to his resume, Real, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Buying time to his left. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 7th. First down, an 11-yard pickup.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A first down carry now for Corral. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Off play action. Hogan throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. That time they were looking for the former Auburn Tiger, Ricardo Lewis. And that'll make it 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hogan, and he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So out come the Chargers. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That burst good for 20 and a first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
All right, now look at 56. We're 90.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
In motion left comes Williams. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down. Throwing Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. So it's our first offensive points of the game so far, and it gives us a very rare scoreline. We don't see this one often, 5-0.
Yeah, it's been sort of a weird one to this point, hasn't it? But, hey, in this league, you take points any way you can get them.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down, here's Crowell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
But we know one thing, Isaiah Crowell can run if given an opportunity. Had the longest run in the NFL in 2016, an 85-yard touchdown sprint, week 2 against Baltimore.
This one not quite as long, didn't end in 6, but still a great game. Hogan now steps away to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
That was Crowell running right. They find some open field here. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They keep it with Crowell on first. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. A gain of 3, second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. To throw on second down. Hogan, a screen complete to Crowell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Now Hogan. And incomplete here on third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The 8th-year man from Tennessee, this is Britton Colquitt on to punt. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now Gordon on first down. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Second down following the run. Off the play fake here. Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Now Rivers. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Throwing on first down. Hogan being chased out left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hogan forced out to his left. They shakes him off. Dancing to his left. And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. That 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have a bit of nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun. Hogan. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The slot man in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And shedding through the tackle. And an alley to run. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And now a loose football. The ball comes out. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Williams, a man in motion right. A toss play, Gordon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance.
There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, LA. Melvin Gordon, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up
It's
significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Hogan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And this one will be returned to right. the 38-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So it'll be first down here after the run. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. And they will line up now for the two-point try. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now the backup Kaiser to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First down, Kaiser. It's caught by Crowell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Kaiser, show him what he can do with his legs. It's more than just the arm. He scrambles and picks up the first. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second down, goal to go from the 6. They'll run here with Robinson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Brandon Oliver now on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, third quarter down in Arizona. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Rivers now to throw on first down. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 6 there on first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Gordon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. Now a second down throw for Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
First down, Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Again, it's Crowell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Play fake. Kaiser. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Kaiser to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw is Kaiser. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Following the interception, Kaiser. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
It'll be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, Kaiser. He finds Coleman. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Defense showing blitz. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter down in Arizona. You saw...
People tryna say I'm on the enemy. Got a cold with my dogs, can't get in between.